Hi, my name's Sue and I've been making a computer game for children with autism. The children I'm working with are likely to have very limited social skills, including finding it hard to focus on other people. They might show repetitive behaviours as well, things like flapping their hands or lining toys up obsessively. Most of them don't talk, or not very much, and they normally don't read either. All of these difficulties mean that a lot of traditional teaching in a classroom or where you're working with an adult and maybe with other children too is very challenging for them. FindMe is a very simple animated app for the iPad, which we've designed for young children with a diagnosis of autism aged from 18 months to about 3 years old, or the equivalent ability level. The reason we decided to create an app is that children with autism are often really good at computer games. And one of the benefits of learning from a computer game is that you don't have that difficulty of needing to interact with another person at the same time.
Wow.
So that's why we decided to harness technology to teach social skills. Up until now, most computer learning for children with autism happened at school, using a traditional setup of a PC with a mouse and a keyboard. But this obviously isn't accessible to the very youngest children. And we know that research shows that intervention for kids with autism works best if you start when they're young. So what the iPad allows us to do is work with these kids when they're first diagnosed. That's because the iPad is so easy and intuitive to use. Our game doesn't require the player to follow any instructions or use a controller. And we found that even toddlers can understand what they're meant to do really quickly. We've seen that it's really appealing to the children playing, as well as being very easy to grasp. The game's got child-friendly, attractive, colourful graphics, clear symbols, and so on. Specifically for kids with autism, we've made sure that the characters in the game don't have too prominent an eye region. It's common for cartoon characters for this age group to have a bit of a baby face, which means really big eyes. But people with autism can be put off by direct eye contact, so we've kept the eyes to a more adult scale in the face. We also have a really minimal soundtrack, because kids with autism can be overwhelmed by too much sensory input all at the same time. FindMe gives the child an opportunity to practice basic social skills in a fun and unthreatening way. It's available on iTunes as a free download at the moment. We also hope to develop versions for iPhone and an Android version, so do have a look. Just search for FindMe Autism on iTunes to find the app. If you download a copy, please let us know what you think using our online survey, which is on the iTunes page. And in the meantime, happy playing!